Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a chit chat get ready with me. It's going to be a very easy look. We're just going out for a family day, probably to the zoo, maybe out to lunch. Just hanging out, my husband and I, with our baby girl. Because for those of you that don't know, I am 35 weeks pregnant. We are expecting a second baby girl. So we're just trying to get in as much time with our little 16-month-old as much as we can before we bring a new baby home. So this is just going to be a very easy look. My daughter is actually right downstairs playing, so you might hear her. She's watching some cartoons and getting into some bags and boxes. My husband is outside mowing, trying to get that done so that we can go enjoy the rest of the day. So I'm just going to get ready real quick. We'll catch up, talk about this pregnancy a little bit, and enjoy the rest of our day. So I've already tried to start this video a couple times, so I have already primed my face. I used the Laura Mercier. This is the foundation primer, the hydrating one. I like it a lot. I typically have combination skin, but in the wintertime I'm very dry. Summertime I'm usually pretty oily. Right now the weather is just starting to change. Today we have a high of 65 degrees. Just a couple of days ago it was 90 degrees. Today, high of 65. I'm excited about it. I love fall. I love the brisk air. This is perfect to me. And being pregnant, I have been so hot. So this is a very, very welcomed weather. I'm going to use some new products, new to me products in this video that I've just ordered from Sephora recently when they had the Sephora VIB Rouge sale. So typically I try to wait for the 20% off sales because, let's just be real, some of the stuff that we like is pretty pricey. So I like to wait for a sale if I can. So the first product that I'm going to use, my foundation, is one that I just purchased at the sale, and it is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. It's oil-free and it's SPF 30. I have never used a Shiseido foundation. I use a lot of Shiseido face products, cleansers, moisturizers, things like that, and I really, really like the line. So I'm hoping to really love the foundation as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on, and we will talk a little bit more. If you haven't seen my previous videos about my pregnancy, I feel like I have a lot of things. I am a plus-sized geriatric pregnancy. So I am 37 years old, so if you're over 35 they consider you geriatric. None of my doctors have ever mentioned that to me. They've never called me a geriatric. I saw it on my paperwork once, and it's just the reality of age with pregnancy. However, I feel like that should change because a lot of people are waiting until they're a little bit older to have kids these days. I feel like a long, long time ago, people got married a lot younger. They started families a lot younger. And I'm talking 18. And some people still do that, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. I have actually recently read that there is something to high school sweethearts making it farther in their marriages than some others. But statistics are statistics, and it doesn't mean anything really for you personally. But let me see if I can reel myself back in. This is part of pregnancy. I have pregnancy brain so bad. I can get lost on tangents. Anyway, plus sized, pregnant, geriatric. And so I had my first daughter when I was 35, and I really had no issues with that pregnancy at all. The entire pregnancy went fine until it was time to deliver. I had an ultrasound at 40 weeks and 2 days, I think it was, and they thought I had low amniotic fluid, so I was induced. So far, I think I like this foundation. It looks like skin. It doesn't feel heavy. I think I got a pretty good match. It's pretty. Covered nicely. And I just used a little over 1 pump. And I probably didn't even need that. This is where my daughter gouged me the other day. I don't know if you can see it. I trim her nails all the time and she still gets me. Anyway, moving on. The next thing I think I'll do is the concealer. This is also a repurchase, only I got it in a lighter color this time. I got the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I got it this time in the color Vanilla. I think I had Custard before, but I just wanted it to be a little bit lighter since I am pretty fair. I did not do much self-tanning or get out in the sun too much this summer. It was so hot, and being pregnant, I was just miserable. So air conditioning was it for me. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this. I don't use a lot, just because I feel like the older you get, the more it cakes into those fine lines, and it's just not a good look. So I'll put a little bit here and blend all this in. I just want enough to brighten under the eyes and highlight the face a little bit. So I am going to show, I've never ever baked underneath my eyes. I've seen a lot of people do it and it seems to work, so I'm going to try that today. I've never done it before, so we'll see if that makes any difference. So I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder. I've had this forever. I feel like it will last forever. It's good stuff. I've just never used it to bake, so we'll see. And I feel like you have to use a lot to bake. Just set that there underneath the eyes. Normally what I do, and I feel like it works pretty well, is I take my beauty blender and I spray it with a setting spray, and I just dab under the eyes like that. And I feel like that usually gives me a pretty good set. But I'll try this. And I probably don't have as much powder on as I need. I'm just scared. I'm scared to slap all that powder under there. But let's carry on while that sets there for a minute. I'm going to bronze my face and do a little bit of contouring. I don't want anything too dramatic. Just going out with my family to the zoo. So I'm using the Marc Jacobs. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. Marc Jacobs. This is the Omega Bronzer in Tantastic. I'm obsessed with this. This is a huge palette. Huge. And it smells like coconuts. It's good. So I'm using my viewfinder a lot and my mirror here, so I apologize, but this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush that I'm using. I love this little angled end for just a nice light contour. It just chisels it enough, and then I'll go back with my other brush and do a blend. But I feel like this fits right into that crease perfectly. Okay, we're gonna blend. So that's that. Now I will get my fluffier brush. We'll just do like the all over bronze. Kind of drag some of that contour in with it, so we're blending. Just soften that contour a little bit and blend that bronze. I'm also going to bring it onto my forehead some. They say to make that 3 on your face. A little bit under the jawline here. And I usually drag that down some. Just bring in some of that sunshine life back to the face, warming it up. Oh, for those of you that pay attention too, I got my lashes filled. They look so much better. I was dying without my lashes. I had that procedure last Friday, my hopefully last ERCP. He was able to get all of the stent and stones out of my bile duct, so I should be free and clear. I should be able to have this baby, no more surgeries. Like a final big breath can be taken. I'm very, very happy about that. Just gonna reach for another brush, kind of brush away that loose powder that might be sitting there still. All right, I am going to do some blush. My favorite blush, so this is not a new purchase, my favorite blush is the Charlotte Tilbury. It is the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in First Love. I just feel like this is the perfect color all the time. I did buy another one not too long ago in preparation for fall. This one is called Sex on Fire. I feel like this like more mauve-y color is going to be really pretty for fall. So I will show that in another video. But this First Love, and just it's so pigmented and so pretty. And I just kind of dab it on. I don't like to brush too much over my face once I've gotten my foundation on, because I don't want to move it around. I just want everything to sit nicely on the face as much as I can. But this is just so pretty, if you can tell. I hope you can tell. It's gorgeous. I'm still working on good lighting. Hopefully I'll get there. And if you have any tips and tricks on lighting for videos, I am all ears, because this is very new to me. Highlight, I have been using the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. This was gifted to me. It's a funny story. I have a friend, she and I are both obsessed with makeup. So I bought this highlighter for her, and at the same time she bought it for me. So we both got it and we both love it. I've been using it pretty much all summer long. I have a few other favorite highlighters, but this one is just so good. So I've really been using it a lot lately. I'm just going to take a dual fiber brush and kind of go over that whole area, make sure everything's nice and blended together. The blush and the bronzer and the highlight. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is brows. This is one of the products that I recently purchased from the Sephora sale, and it is the Fenty Beauty Brow MVP. And this is just so cute. This little brush at the end is like so cute, and it's unlike any other brow pencil. I got mine in the color medium brown. This is it. Little retractable pencil. It has a bit of a waxy feel, which I kind of like. It helps to hold the brows in place. So bear with me while I do brows. I know brows are not fun to watch, but again, I'm not doing anything super crazy or extensive today because we are just going out as a family. It's nothing fancy, so I'm not going to try to get full glam. I don't usually do full glam anyway. I'm not that person. My style is very casual. I like jeans and a t-shirt, dress it up with some nicer earrings and a cute bag, maybe a scarf. Fall is my favorite time of year though. I feel like the fashion is so cute come fall, and I do have a few little fall hauls that I've done recently that I plan to film, especially since I am plus size and pregnant. So showing how I shop while I'm pregnant and how you can still be cute. And you know what? I think that pregnant women are so cute. No matter what size you are, it's just a miracle. It's just a miracle. Okay, so those are my quick brows. The next thing I'm going to do is just a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm just going to do one color, use my finger over the lid. This is a NARS single. It is the Dual Intensity eyeshadow in Himalaya. Oh my gosh. It's like a bronzy shadow. It's so pretty. I love this, and I usually wear it on its own. It's so pretty. So I'm just going to put this all over the lid just for a little bit of color, a little bit of dimension. It's just bronzy and pretty. Ugh, so good. I have a few colors in this formula. I just really like it. I think it's so pretty. I'm also a big fan of the shadow sticks. Ease. I'm all about the ease. Something I picked up from Alex, or her YouTube name is LearningToBeFearless. I love her. She's awesome. But for the inner corner, she uses the ColourPop Flexitarian, and she uses a Q-tip to get it right in the inner corner, and it is pretty genius, and it's pretty pigmented. So I'm just gonna slap a little bit of that in the corner as well, just to brighten up my eyes. Look, I hope you can tell how intense and pretty this is. Of course, I don't use a very heavy hand because, again, I'm not trying to be overly dramatic with my look. We're just going out as a family, so I just use a light hand, but it really brightens up those inner corners. So gorgeous. Because I have the lash extensions, I just use a little brush and comb through them, make sure that they're all where they're supposed to be. I feel like I've matted mine down because I sleep on my side with this pregnancy. I cannot sleep on my back. So I feel like they just get smushed a little bit. I'm working on it. Working on it. So I think for lips, I might just do something easy and neutral. My favorite lip liner is the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. I guess I should leave the lid on to show you. And if you could see from the end. Oh, please ignore my nails. Those are getting done today too, by me, because I'm not spending money on nails right now. But it's just a really pretty nude. So I'll put that all over. And maybe fill it in just a little bit. I am going to use this Wander Beauty. I've been trying to use this a lot. It's called Lip Retreat. It's a lip oil in Skinny Dip, or a lip oil gloss in Skinny Dip. It looks like this. It comes in several colors, but mine is the Skinny Dip color. It's just a nice nude. You can see here, I hope. And I'm just gonna slap that on. Okay. So that is pretty much my finished look. The only other thing that I usually do is use a setting spray. This is one that I got from the Nordstrom sale. It's a repurchase, but they had this ginormous bottle at a reasonable price, and it also came with a little travel size. So scooped that up at the Nordstrom sale, and I'm just going to use that to set my face. I normally have a fan in here, and I kind of use that to help expedite the dry time, but I don't know where I put it. So that's it. This is the finished look. Heading out as a family today. I will probably do another pregnancy update soon as we get closer to our due date. And I will have a what's in my hospital bag coming soon as well. Thank you guys again for watching. Please subscribe, comment below videos that you want to see in the future, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks. Bye.